Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back, and that was not what I usually say. Hey everybody, what's up? And welcome back to Ultimate Ship 6. There we go, that's what I usually say. We are on level 11, red, brown, and red. So let's go ahead and get started with this. This is, yeah, it's definitely a cloning kind of level, akin to red, green, and blue. I'm just going to start cloning things and see what happens here. That's going to, oh. Okay. Where's the... Oh, whoa. Okay, where's the toggles? Oh, they're over there. Oh, I see. We're going to have to get a fireball to hit those eventually. Okay. So, how will that work? Will that help? Oh, whoa, okay. Okay, let's do that. So now that's going to happen. This is a very interestingly constructed level. I will say that. Like, the layout is very simple, and yet it kind of reminds me a little bit of that cloning level in Walls of CCLP 4, that Dupli City, which is, by the way, a pun. It's meant to be like duplicity. See? Okay, so this one's pretty easy. It's just doing that. Okay, so that's done. So it's just a matter of going up there. Oh, we can just do that. That's easy. Okay, so the real question is, how do we get over there? And I think it's pretty simple. We just have to get a fireball to backtrack and then go that way. Oh, well, we have to get another one. Fine, fine. We'll get another one. Oh, wait, there's another chip down there. Oh, I missed that one. Okay, so how do we get there? I see how you do it. You go that way. Okay. Alright, so this is a pretty fun level. It's good in that it's very simple when it comes to a cloning level, which means that it's probably not going to suffer from the same kind of optimization challenge that the original red, green, and blue had. Which, by the way, if you have not seen the route, the bold route for that level, you are in for like I don't want to say a treat, because I don't know if that's really accurate, but it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. Alright, Primordial Ooze. That's a cool level title. Alright. I can do that and cheat in MS. Okay, so this seems like a force floor thing, but it's also got a water component with toggle walls. I don't know if these close because they're all open, so the toggle walls may just be for aesthetics. But it looks like not all the chips are immediately accessible either. So I'm going to have to use these blocks in the service of getting some of these. So that's pretty cool. By the way, I took a nap after earlier, so I'm a little bit more refreshed now. So hopefully that means better gameplay for you guys. I'm crossing my fingers. I don't know if, yeah, there's no chips under that. So my question is, okay, I'm seeing... Okay, here we go. I'm seeing some of these chips that look like they're kind of locked behind force floors, and I'm wondering if you have to use blocks to get to some of them. This section in particular kind of reminds me a little bit of Jungle Fever, except a little more interesting because there's the water section. So yeah, Jungle Fever, for those of you who haven't seen my own level set, Jungle Fever is a level I made sort of as a response in a way to Josh Lee's level Frozen Labyrinth, which was in CCLP 1. I basically wanted to make like a really simple maze with a concept that hadn't been seen before. And I don't know, I just hadn't seen a force floor level done like as a maze. I mean, there's things like Forced Circuit, that was a level Josh made, but that's more of a navigation puzzle and less of like an actual maze, in my opinion. Okay. So this is now complete. Oh, I could just go there and not cheat, so that is possible. Okay, so I'm going to go up this way. Let's see what we can do with this. Thankfully, the actual act of getting around is pretty simple. So it's not like you're having to go through some great lengths to do stuff. That's one of the things I still struggle with as a level designer. I'm going to be very honest with you guys here. I still struggle with the whole, I need to make this harder because it's just way too trivial tendency, and you really don't want to do that as a level designer. Just pro tip, don't fall for that, because chances are things are already pretty tricky if you're playing it blind and you're not the designer. That's just kind of a general thing I've noticed. It's not always the case, but it can be. And that looks like that's it. So, whoa, I just spring stepped there. Okay. Alright, so Primordial Ooze is done. That was a fun maze. I really liked it a lot. Really well crafted. Really neat aesthetics, too. I wouldn't mind seeing this in an official set. It's definitely, in my opinion, better than my own level, Jungle Fever. So, alright, Transmission. And that was a mistake. Alright, what do we have here? It looks like this Paramecium is going to have to go all over. Well, wait a minute. I don't think he can escape from here, can he? Okay, I don't know if I want to do that yet, but I'm just going to keep on playing. That's one thing that Jeffrey called me out on in the Walls of CCLP4 Let's Plays. I need to keep on playing. Don't give up so easily. What in the world is this? I can go through there. Oh. Okay. So I can go there. I'm still trying to figure out what this stuff around the level is about. Oh, that's the Paramecium that has to go through this stuff. Okay. Got it. So all of this is just window dressing that allows you to see. Oh, I made a boo-boo, I think. Because the Paramecium is going to have to go all the way through all this stuff, which means... How am I supposed to block all that off? Like, is that even possible? He's going to die right there. I mean, that's not... Okay, obviously I've messed this up. Let's start over now. Wait a minute. Maybe I'm not supposed to get the chips right away? Is there a socket that's locking that? No. Okay. Where is the socket anyway? If there is a socket. Is there even a socket in this level? If there's not a socket in this level, I'm going to laugh so hard. I don't think there is. Okay. So I think these two blocks are meant to fill in the two remaining, or at least one of the two remaining water spots. Okay. So I don't think you're meant to get any chips at all. You're just meant to do this and cover up everything. That's an interesting concept. I like that. So, is there a way to get this... I suppose you could just do that, right? But now I actually have to get the blocks out. Okay. So let's trace the path for this guy. So he's going to come in here. He's probably going to hug the wall. But now we've got this whole issue here. And I think I probably messed it up already. Because now that's exposed. Man, okay. I needed to do something like, well, wait a minute. If I did this, then that's going to be exposed. What? Oh, I see. You're supposed to go like zigzag like that. I think that's how you do it. Okay. I should have done that first. I'm getting there. This is a cool puzzle. Okay, so I think that would work. Like that. Okay. Alright, so we should be good to go on that front. I need to really make some more interesting, like, monster manipulation levels that are not just, like, the normal stuff. And this is certainly one of those levels that is a little outside the box in a really good way. So I like that a lot. I'm not sure what I was thinking I was doing there. That was not the best plan. So let's do this first now. Okay. So now that's there. I don't know if that's intended or what. Probably more like or what. So where is he going to go? He's going to come around here. He's going to hug this. So do we want him to go... No, we don't want him to go there. We want him to go all the way... Okay, I see how to do it. So we do want to push this up. And then we want to go back and do it this. I think that should work. Because now he's just going to go here. Yeah. So now the question is, do I have to do anything with this other block? That's the real issue here, because he's going to come down here. He's going to go through the teleport, and, well, maybe it'll be fine. I just don't want to be trapped in an endless cycle of teleporting. That's the problem. I don't think he would be, though. I don't think that would happen, so I think we should be okay on that front. As long as we put that there, it'll be a lot easier. So let's stick with that plan. I gotta admit, having the chips not be required is pretty nicely deceptive. That's a nice trick. Okay, so this should work for this part. Okay. How... Okay, there. I do that. This is kind of reminding me a little bit of Secret Underground Society, but a little trickier. Okay, there we go. That's the place I wanted to get it to. There we go. Okay. So now he's going to go through here. There we go. That was really fun. It took me a little while to get my head around it, but I really like the way it came together, and the fact that the chips were total red herrings without punishing you outright for getting them. That was cool. Okay, interdependent line. Now I want to say this actually uses the walls of a... Whoops. I'm going to just assume that that's a cook. I want to say this uses the walls of an Eddie Lim rejects level from NSG Rejects. I don't know what, though. But I want to say I read that somewhere. Plus, this feels very familiar, because I remember optimizing a lot of that set. Alright, I think at this point the best thing we can do is just explore, so let's just do that for now. We'll figure out the details later, I think. Alright, let's do that. I'm a little confused here. So we're going to have to push a block through? Is that what's going on? Like, what's going on with this block? I'm not certain I understand what the whole thing with the block is. Let's just get all the chips and we'll figure it out. Okay. So, there's bombs over there for some reason. I don't know if that's just space filling or what. Okay. So I'm going to obviously have to push this into that. And then I think after I blow this up, then I'm going to have to be forced into this maze. Okay. So now, I think the objective here is going to have to be getting out the block through this whole maze. So we have 2 blue keys and a red key. So really my only option at this point is going over here, getting a yellow. Okay, I think I see how to do it. Wait a minute. Hang on. How'd I get the block down from there anyway? Oh wait, I don't get the block down, I just turn it around. That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, that makes way more sense. That's clever. I really like that puzzle. So, is there any point to the other keys? There's this. Do I need to use the blue one? Oh, now the... Oh. I see. So, going down there... Oh! Okay, I see. You're supposed to go down there when the teeth's there. Okay. So let's try it. So, first of all, I cannot undo this teeth. Okay. I feel like that was a mistake. But the good news is that the teeth can go through here. So that's what the blue key is for. That's what you have to do. Ah, that's cool. That is really slick. And I like slick. Okay, I don't think the block's going to have any purpose for us now. The way this just came together is brilliant. Like, well done, Jeffrey. I like puzzles like this. I need to learn how to design puzzles like this better. There we go. Alright, so a lot of those recessed walls weren't even necessary, so that was kind of cool. I thought you had to push a block through there, but thankfully that wasn't the case. Okay, crazy box. Oh boy, this looks like a walker dodging level. By the way, I should mention I have looked briefly at all these levels in the editor. And wow, this is really a crazy box. Okay. I'm going to have to figure out a way to hide here. So first of all, my question is, are all the chips actually required? Because if they are required, that's going to be indeed crazy. But I'm guessing, based on what I know of Jeffrey, I'm guessing the answer is no. This kind of reminds me a little bit... Yeah, there's no way these are all required. I'm guessing this kind of feels a little bit like Hunt from the original game. Except instead of teeth, you're using chips to block walkers. Which is a cool concept. I gotta admit, it's really well done. And it feels... aside from the beginning, I mean, it feels pretty fair. Alright, so that's everything. That was a really neat idea. I liked it a lot. Okay, Arctic Antics. Ooh, this looks interesting. So it's basically a maze. And it looks like it's kind of got a bit of a sort of vertical look to it. I recently did a level in Walls of CCLP1 that sort of had this aesthetic with the... well, not aesthetic, but the layout sort of motif with all the ice and stuff, all vertical. It was called the Ice Climbing Expedition or something like that. It was actually kind of a funny story behind it. It was originally based on a level that Andrew Menzies had made that never saw the light of day, and unfortunately we've both lost our copies of it. The level was called Ice, just plainly Ice Climbing. That was all it was named. And the whole shtick behind it was that you had to get skates and then go up this kind of wall of force floors with some ice that you could use as sort of handholds, basically, for lack of a better term. And I don't know, I really liked it a lot. It's one of those levels that's has like, I feel like it was a little difficult, but the concept was definitely sound, and I've been wanting to use it in a level for a while, so I got his permission, and so I made my own level. And it involved, I added a couple of twists to it. One of them was that there were actually 3 separate sections. I used the walls of bowling alleys from CCLP1 for this level. So I used bowling alleys, and I made 3 separate sections with like a optional thing at the end to get to the hint. And what was I going to say? So yeah, there are 3 separate sections, and 2 of them actually involved dodging, which... that was the hardest thing for me, because it's hard to really gauge how reasonable is reasonable for dodging. But I think I did okay with this one. Wait, was that really a loop? What? Aw. I can't believe I missed that earlier. I'm glad there is a loop, though. That makes the maze a little more interesting, and it makes a little more open for navigation, which is always a plus in my book. Never gonna say no to being able to have options in something like this. Wait, are there extra chips in this? There are! Wow, I was not expecting that. at least one extra chip. 2, 3? Wait, can we get to these? Yeah, I think you can. You can definitely get to that one. That's kind of nice. I like having extra chips occasionally. It's one of those nice surprises, you know. All right, how do we get out of here? That's the real question now. I'm just gonna meander around until we find the answer here. Alright, I need to get up there. No, not that. I need to get over... Is it this way? I think it's this way, because this is the part of the loop that I mentioned earlier. So we go here, alright? Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to need... Wait a minute. How are we going to get in there? Are there fake walls? Oh wait, there are skates. Okay, that makes a little more sense now. So I need to get over here, actually. There we go. That was a cool maze. Like, normally ice mazes can be a little bit too vague, whereas this one wisely limits itself, and I think that makes it work a lot. It kind of reminds you a little bit of a... I want to say it's an Eddie Lim level. I can't remember what it was called. But I remember it had this combination of tiles. Okay, retroactive invocation. Is this meant to be kind of like a medley level? I don't think it is. I saw retro and just kind of assumed. Okay, so I'm going to have to... Interesting. That's fascinating. Okay. So it's just kind of an item swapper, but with a few little twists. Whoop. Okay, so that should be half of it done. I don't know if there's any more beyond a lot of this here. Okay, so I don't want to go that route, but I can do this. So I have yellow. And I can go there. Okay, good. This feels a little easy. I don't know. I have a funny feeling there's more to it. Ah, yep, there is more to it. Okay. So now the question is... Well, first of all... I didn't really realize that was going to happen, but... I like the fact that that does happen. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to get the fire boots that way, and I would get the flippers that way. Okay, let's just pick one and run with it. Okay, so I'm going to push these apparently there. Is that right? I'm noticing multiple boots, so I'm a little nervous about that. I don't know if that means... You know, I'm not sure what that means. Because I'm going to have to get... Here we go, yeah, suction boots. Do I have to get suction boots? I can't remember. So this is just symmetry, that's all it is. I don't have to get suction boots. Okay, so that was pretty simple. Okay, cool, I really liked that a lot. Thankfully I recognized the whole thing with the keys at the end, so that wasn't so bad. But yeah, well crafted. I really like the structure of it. I like the way the monsters were used, it was very clever. Just a really well done level, I really liked that a lot. Okay, tanks. Okay. So this is tanks. Oh, you know what this is? This is the layout of one of my own levels. This is the walls of genetic experiments or something. I forgot what I called it. It was something like that. Okay, I know that in links that's not going to be possible, so... Okay, this is interesting, for sure. I've never seen tanks used in a dodging section like that. That's pretty clever. Okay. I can imagine in links this would be a lot harder. Okay, what is going on with this? Oh, I see. I'm going to have to get him to... okay. That's cool. That is really neat. I like that. Okay, so now I go through here? Wait, that feels like a trap. I don't know. Is there any way to get through this way? I don't think there is. How am I supposed to get through that? Am I supposed to just run through? Is that the way it works? I don't think I can make that. Like, there's no way you can actually get through that. So, I can confirm that the blocks in this room are not blocks you can actually push out. The question is there a reason why we would want to... Oh, wait, you can go around. Silly me. That's pretty neat. I've been wanting to make a good tank level for a while, but I just haven't had very good ideas yet, and a lot of them have been kind of a little standard. So, seeing this is really neat. I like this. So the real question now is, where in the world are we going to find the last chip? Did I miss a chip up there? Hope I didn't. That was where we started. Okay, so I'm not sure where this last chip is. Maybe it's under one of the blocks, but I'm doubting Jeffrey would do that. It just doesn't seem like the sort of thing he'd do. Nope. Is it over here and I just missed it? No, because these are all sockets. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe it's under that block. The one over there. There we go. Okay. That's cool. Okay. I can live with that. Alright, so now we just uncover everything from this side. That's clever. I like that. That was really cool. Like, that is a very, very neat level. Tanks, but no tanks. Okay, now the title's making a little more sense. So this is an invisible maze? Is that what's going on? Okay, that was clearly a mistake. Let's not do that again. I'm curious to know if the invisible walls are all located where tanks were. Like, this feels like it could have been. But, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like these could have been where tanks were located. Okay, so what's the point of that, even? So the buttons are not even going to do any good at this point. So I'm going to need to hold down trap button to get in there. Not sure what the left trap is all about. So, yeah. Also, I'm not sure if I had to push the blocks there up, so I'm not really gonna... Oh. Yeah, there's 2 invisible walls in this room, so... Yeah. Very interesting. So yeah, I think I have to push blocks in there. Are there any invisible walls here? I may have made a mistake. I definitely have to go there. Let's go explore out here for a minute. So I have to push 2 blocks in there, right? I think I was supposed to push this one that's currently to the right down. I think that was the intended solution. Because I don't see any way around that. I don't... Because I had to get 2 blocks over there, or get flippers. Maybe there are flippers. Let's just try this. I don't know. Okay, there's one there. Okay, so here we go. We would... Oh. Okay, well, I definitely messed it up now. I don't see any flippers, though, so I'm thinking that we cooked this. So let's just assume we cooked it and move on. This is one of those level pairings that is very neat. It's very slick and it's very neat. I like it a lot. Okay, so I see what we have to do here. This shouldn't be too difficult. We have to make a loop around, but it shouldn't be too hard. There we go. I'm just hitting all the walls just so there won't be as many surprises later. Okay, so now we go down here, we do this. And then we make the trip around. Yeah, I'd be really curious to see if these invisible walls are in the same positions as the starting positions for the tanks. Because I'm thinking they are. Okay. It's kind of nice not to have that, it's nice to have that chip there to kind of guard against, how am I supposed to do this? Like, how am I supposed to get back with that in place? I'm sure the solution is super obvious here. I can't get the blocks off. Huh. See, the thing is, I can go here and do that, but I can't get back, which is problematic. Oh wait, except I don't need to because I'm only worrying about the trap on the right side. Duh. There we go. Made that way more complicated than I need to. And I think the other block's going to ultimately be used over here, actually. Okay, that makes way more sense. I love the subversion. This is such a neat level pairing. Okay, so if I were to look back on this level... No, they did start out there like that. But close enough. I'm wondering if it's the same number, at least. Alright, we got... yeah, let's do one more. We'll make an even 20. Special Little Snowflake. Okay, so we get these. What on earth is this? So, is there one... Okay, here we go. We go in there. So I had to somehow get these blocks onto the buttons? All four of the buttons, too. Like, I don't think there's anything else... Yeah, I don't think there's any other way to do it. You literally have to... Okay, okay. Alright, so that worked. So the long paths seem to be helpful. The question is, what's going to happen whenever we get one left? Like, that's... I can already see that's going to be an issue. Because we can do this and get 3 of the 4. Or we can do this and get 3 of the 4. But what about the 4th one? So the question here is, what sort of other methods can we use? I'm seeing these... Not sure... I'm not really sure. This is quite a conundrum. Like, I don't see anything I can just bounce off of it Because there would have to be another block, right? So how do you reconcile all that? First of all, can I get these back? I can. So I can get them back. But then what? I'm just going to play around and mess with some stuff here, so don't mind me. Let's try this annoying wall style. We'll do that. So let's just say hypothetically we just do that. I'm not sure what that really accomplishes. I mean, at the end of the day, we're still going to have to navigate the ones on the ends. So that's a thing. There isn't like a hidden way out or anything here, right? Nope, there's not. Okay, maybe it wasn't a good idea to do this level last. But I am intrigued, and I am determined to figure out how to solve it. Is there some kind of special way to bounce blocks off of things that I don't know about? See, I'm wondering if you can set up something in here, in this intersection, that can help. The problem, though, is that everything is like a 2 square distance from everything else in here. The only thing that's really different are these sections out here that allow you to get the blocks back out into the edge. But once they're there, they're there. I mean, that's it, right? There's nothing else to do. Wow, this is really blowing my mind. I don't understand how you're supposed to solve this, but I can see this being a great level for CC2, or not CC2, Chuck's Challenge, if Jeffrey so desired to port it to that. Assuming that it would work there. I mean, somehow this has to be possible in links, right? I mean, that Jeffrey wouldn't do that. Alright, so we know that these long routes can be useful, these long stretches. So the question is, how can we use that to our advantage? See, it's almost like you need a block. Oh. Ah, okay, hang on. I've got an idea. Let me try something here. I'm not sure how this would work in links, though. Because it involves ramming. But if I did this, let's just say I go over here. There. I mean, I guess that works. How would that work in links, though? Is there a separate solution for links? Now I'm really curious. I'm wondering if Jeffrey has a video of this level up on YouTube or something. Anyway, that was fun. I liked the puzzle. I'm just really curious what the link solution is. Alright, so next time we're going to take on Deflection Field, but we will do that in the next video. So until then, thanks so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed yourself today, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell to get notified of the next episode. But until then, take care, and I will catch you on the flip side.